It's hard to determine what exactly happened. All we know is that that day in June, he was having a seizure. I don't wish this on anybody because I think it's probably harder in many ways than... I think it's probably like stages of grief. I think you go through anger, denial, and then acceptance, and that I think I did. I went through all of that. All the things that he had achieved were kind of lost, and everyone who met him never knew the real Larry and all of the things that he accomplished in his life. He was an artist and a musician. He would write his own music, sing along to it. He sculpted, he made jewelry. There wasn't anything really that he couldn't do. Well, let's just say that things were never dull around Larry. Never. He even designed a swimming pool. It was an above ground because we couldn't have an in-ground pool. There was so much ledge in Connecticut. You'd see him out there in the morning and he was like designing a piece of the deck that went off this way, and by the time he finished the whole thing, it was this piece of artwork. He was the gifted and talented teacher for several years for middle school children. He would lead them rather than direct them because he was kind of that type of person himself. You know, for him to make the decision to retire was very difficult because he loved it so much. We've got some funny, hilarious memories, thank God. But if I start to think about that, then you think about the loss. And that's not what you want to think about. You want to think about the gains. If you didn't lay the old Larry to rest, in a way, I think it would be unfair to the present Larry, because he is what he is right now, and you can't hold him against the old Larry. Nobody could stand up to the old Larry. He was like bigger than life.
When you see the reality of who they were, that can be a pretty heartbreaking thing to come to means with. But you can see that music is important to him. It's a huge part of his life, and it was a big part of his life before, and he wants it to be a big part of his life now. So he actually reaches out to me and tries to find ways to participate in the music rather than just listening. And when he first moved here, his wife even said that you never would see him singing at the other place he lived. And now he's singing, he's playing the piano, he is musically gifted and has those skills. So when I sit down at a piano with him, I can actually teach him a chord and he can pick it up and he can learn it. And he wants to learn it and he wants to pick it up because this is something in his life that he was proud of and he was accomplished at and he was skilled at, and he wants to have that back. He wants to have the control back. So I really love working with Larry too, just because I feel like it's bringing back his self-confidence in himself and his abilities.
I think she felt as though there was a chance to bring part of him back. And something inside him must be getting fulfilled. And I really attribute it to opening up that window, or reopening that window to the music inside him. The happiness, the cheerfulness that surrounds him. I don't feel bad when I leave and I see him and I wave goodbye.
It's such a gift to be able to bring to them the joy and the excitement of music, and that they can come to life again and show that they're still people and they still have personalities. And it's my job to find find how to reach them and how to bring them back to life again.